By the time that this video is posted, we will be 1 week away from Inauguration Day. That means that Donald Trump and Mike Pence will be leaving to make way for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. I have been waiting for this day to come for 4 years. It all started on Election Day, November 3rd. And we couldn't find out who actually won until November 7th because some states are a little bit slower at counting. But when that happened, I remember I was sitting there and I see it out of the corner of my eye flashing onto the screen that Joe Biden is the president-elect now. And here I am. I took a picture of it because I was just in awe. I was excited. It felt like a lot of things were going to start getting better once that came across the TV screen. Apparently, 80 million people also agree with me that when they saw the call for Biden and Harris to win the election, they felt that things were going to start getting better within our country. But I feel pretty confident saying that not all of them felt as excited as many AKAs were feeling on that day. And granted, it's a great day to be an AKA, any day of the week, year, month, all those kinds of things. But that day, it was a great day to be an AKA. Granted that Senator Kamala Harris is a part of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, the same way that I am. I'm also the International Second Vice President. Granted, she is a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. She has years of experience and she stands on her own 2 feet. She is a politician and knows what it takes to get into the position that she now holds. So we were all just so proud of her as AKAs. And then you also see other members of the Divine Nine being just as excited as we were. Now, fast forward 2 months, and the inauguration is going to be virtual. It is a part of living in the pandemic. And though it is very sad to see that that has to happen, especially when something so excited and near and dear to my heart is happening, I understand why that needs to happen. And I'm still ready for Inauguration Day. We've seen for the past week how basically every elected official in DC is telling people, please do not come to DC January 20th. There isn't going to be anything happening because it's virtual. So it's just gonna feel like another Zoom day for class because I'm a student. That's what it's going to feel like, logging into Zoom and going to the inauguration. And I feel like, considering what happened last week with the storming of the Capitol and everything that has happened after that, it's probably going to be a lot safer for other reasons beside COVID-19 that we're having a virtual inauguration. Because we're seeing how some people can't accept the facts of the election, how some people don't want to see Joe Biden be the president, how some people don't want Kamala Harris to be the vice president. And that could be because they are very staunchly Republican. It could be that they hate aspects of Joe Biden's nature. It could be that they're racist and don't want to see a multiracial woman of color become the first person with those kinds of identities to hold the vice presidential seat. That can just be a lot for some people to accept. And when they don't accept it, they get violent. That's what we saw on January 6th, and really what has been continuing in other ways. We've seen how even after all of that, there are different representatives and senators getting calls to their offices that are threatening violence, telling them that they did wrong, telling them that the people of America are coming to get them. Those are the kinds of messages that they are receiving, telling them that their lives are in danger based on upholding the Constitution and the election. So that's one thing that we've been seeing. We've also been seeing how the FBI is now having this gigantic manhunt for multiple different people, and how they've involved the citizens of America now in saying, if you know these people, and then the same pictures that we've been seeing for the past 5 or 6 days of like the man that sat at Nancy Pelosi's desk. They got him, he's in jail now. You see that they're looking for him and that they found him. And that is happening with more than 24 people that stormed the Capitol. So it's good to see that these people are getting the treatment that they deserve based on what it is that they did, the violence that they caused, the unrest that happened. That is what we want to see out of the justice system. Then you're also hearing from the FBI that they have intel that in every single state, there might be other insurrections at the state capitol. And they're saying that this is a possibility based on what they're seeing on social media pages and different private groups. They're saying that this is a possibility that could happen in every one of the 50 states at the state capitol. And it's just so disappointing to see that this is what happens when an election is lost. I definitely don't remember this happening in 2016, but some people just don't have that level of maturity, is what I'm going to say. Turning away from all of the bad news, I want to now talk about the virtual inauguration. I am going to be really excited to see this happening because in my first election, I voted for the Biden-Harris ticket. I have no problem letting you all know that. I was very excited and very proud to cast that vote. I'm going to go to this virtual inauguration and I am going to be feeling on top of the world, just like a lot of other AKAs and members of the Divine Nine. In preparation of the virtual inauguration, I made a small donation to the Biden-Harris. It's not a campaign anymore. It feels good to say that. The Biden-Harris administration. I made a donation to the Biden-Harris administration in order to get my commemorative inauguration ticket. That's going to be sent home here to me. And when I get it, I'm going to be so excited because I'll be able to keep that as a memento of the first time I voted, the first inauguration that I went to, and it will be a keepsake that is going to mean a lot to me when I get older. Granted, the inauguration is on January 20th, but they are making it into a 3-day affair that starts on January 18th. January 18th happens to fall on one of AKA's many different impact days. It falls on the Martin Luther King Jr. International Day of Service. So that's something AKA has already been doing. Service to all mankind, it's what we do. But now the Biden-Harris administration inauguration committee is also taking a part of this, and they sent emails to people saying, hey, if you would like to be a part of the International Day of Service, the MLK Day of Service, follow this link and we'll tell you about the things that are happening virtually that you can attend from anywhere, or things that are happening within your area, things that are 20, 30, 40 minutes away that you can drive to. January 19th, there's going to be a memorial to lives lost. And in their email, they said, it will be honoring the neighbors, friends, and loved ones we have lost to COVID-19 while paying tribute to the strength, courage, and patriotism of the healthcare and frontline workers who have risked their own health to serve those in need. So this is something that the Biden-Harris Inauguration Committee is putting on that I think is going to be really critical for the United States to see, especially as numbers have risen to 375,000. I'm pretty sure that's where the numbers are, 375,000. At least that's what it was when I looked at it this morning. But with the numbers that high and the fact that our administration of those vaccines is not where it can be, this is something that I really think will be useful in getting people to see the progress that has been made while thanking those that have kept this at bay for as much as they can. And it allows people to have a little bit of that grieving for the people that we haven't been able to save during the pandemic. And on January 20th, that is the day of the election. They also sent me an email saying, buy your inauguration kits. And I was very excited to take a look at the store. And then I saw the prices and I was like, maybe we can get one like as a family to share. But I'm still going to be super excited to tune in and witness the inauguration because it is historic. It's our first virtual inauguration. It's the first inauguration of a multiracial woman as vice president, who happens to be an AKA. So there are a lot of things to look forward to in the coming week. And when we get there, I feel very confident that America will be taking a turn for the better, because I know America can do better. Granted, it is very unfair that the cosmos, the universe, life decided to have this inauguration during the pandemic, but hey, maybe it will just be their first time in office, and in 4 years, we'll be able to have the inauguration that we thought we were going to have this year. And with that, I thank you for watching this video. I will see you later. Bye.